Eventually.
I'm breaking the rules.
Hello! Don't swear in the first 30 seconds.
I broke the
I know
rules.
it's hard for you. I know.
We'll give it a shot.
Right.
The council convenes.
I thought it was 15.
I am 3D printing here, but do apologise. I think the nozzle's clogged. So I've just restarted it. So just keep an eye on it for me and let me know. Give a shout out if it starts to go all over the place.
That's what she said.
So
yeah. Hey,
good enough, Blaze.
Rolando, tell everybody to stop fucking messaging me. Jesus.
Yeah, we're all right. We're out. That's 45 seconds.
There you go. All right, we did it.
Ow!
The only toy council I accept blasphemy. The high council. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The council is
Darth
convened.
Blaze. Everybody go check out Darth Blaze. He does some pretty cool gameplay.
The council
Brett, you should
somebody
hang out.
Somebody call Lack there.
Lack? Fuck that guy. Oh, I did it again. Brett, you should talk to Darth Blaze.
That's two. Yeah, two last time.
Together, Mr.
The council has convened. Order in the court.
Yes, council has come to order.
We now bring to the table the discussion of Funko Pops and their popularity.
Yes, I'll let you run it actually tonight because it was your decision.
Well, I was.
So you can go first. You can tell us why.
It was Sneaky Pete because I was doing homework on it already when I brought it up because I wanted to do a podcast on it, and it's not because I hate Pops. I don't collect them. I got this one as a gift. I've got one of these as a gift. I picked up the other one because I like the giant ones. But what's the phenomenon all about? What makes them so collectible, so desirable? I go to local vintage toy shops, and the whole run of half of the store, the wall is all Pops. And what is? I don't understand it. Like I feel like I missed something. So I'm trying to dig in and find out what exactly that is. And part of it is that they latch on to things that are big in pop culture, movies. This just an example is Darth Vader, Buffalo, New York. No, Poe Dameron. He's a character in Star Wars. They latch onto that. They do musicians. They do movies. I looked into when they started, when they got big. I think it was back in 2012. They had been around. They changed the name to Pop. They had been around for a year, and they did over $20 million worth of merchandise in that first full year. And there was recently a record because of a sale on eBay. There's one that's been valued at $18,000 because it's so rare. So
yeah.
We love that kind of thing because we collect Star Wars, we collect Palatoy and these older toys and the trains and all these other things. So what makes these guys so special? And there's also some myths to bust about these because there's guys that go on these TikToks and they try to lure you in and they try to tell you, oh, they've got brains in them. You cut them open and
I've heard that.
There's nothing in them. They're printed, they're 3D printed, 3D molded. They can make these way faster than a standard action figure because the detail's a little less, but the paint is a little more detailed. So there's a lot that goes into it. Then they have the series like we know and love. This is just an example I'm using because it's one I have, But believe it or not, the rarest one that was so expensive, there were only 10 of them made. It was a platinum metallic Stan Lee.
All right. I thought it was Mr. Funko.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mr. Funko that was the rarest.
And
there's a holographic Darth Maul.
Holographic, yeah.
As well, that's very.
I've even got. I pulled the top 20 most expensive right now, and I just chopped it up. I did like number 20, number 16, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and man, it's pretty crazy. Quite more expensive than an action figure. I can tell you that much. But they do make action figures as well. I have Game of Thrones, Daenerys Targaryen. She's very detailed. It's Funko. It's not Pop. It's an action figure. So they do a lot of that stuff too.
I didn't even know they made action figures.
Yeah,
how about that?
Really nice one.
I didn't know that.
Really nice one.
I'll be down.
There you go. And that's different than a Pop. And the one I have looks more akin to like a Black Series. I wish I would have had it out for you. Sorry.
Oh wow. You have the top 20. You got the top 20, but you don't have the one you have.
Well,
Good
I'd
job,
have to
Brett.
dig it out and.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
But
What can you give us the top 5? I'm
Yeah.
interested. You
Okay.
fucking stroked me
So-
off, and then
so here-
then you stopped.
So here, the most expensive pops over the last year or so. These are sale prices. So I'll give you number 20, and then I'll jump to the top 5. So number 20 was the Black Ranger Freddy Funko. So I guess they did a crossover thing where it was
that's it, Freddy
Power
Funko.
Rangers and Five Nights at Freddy. And he was $1,510. These are U.S. prices, by the way. Sorry.
Hence dollars. Hello, everyone in the chat. By the way, I was being polite, not interrupting people, but
Yes, hello. We jumped
yes,
right
Pete
in.
Duff,
We just
Pete
jumped
Duff,
right
man.
in.
Yeah, we're in it. You
Council,
caught us
we were so ready.
mid-stroke.
We were
Mid-stroke.
so ready. We were so keyed up from the last time.
Chomping at the bit, as your grandmother may have said.
I know Pete likes Amelia because he ran after her and she ran away.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to make you off track, Brett. Go
good,
right
brother.
ahead.
You're good.
I know. I'm one of the best.
Yes, you are.
I know you know.
I'm
I
gonna
know what you know.
And you have the hats. I'm gonna jump to the top 5 now.
Yeah, I want to know.
Frankenberry Freddy Funko. GITD. Now I forgot what GITD is. Tell me what that means. Somebody look that up.
GITT.
In the dark. Glow in the dark. Sorry. Glow in the dark. Frankenberry Freddy Funko. $5,610. Now that's number 5. Number 4 is a Stanley signed metallic. $6,100. Number 3 is Dumbo in the clown makeup. $7,430. Number 2, Jamie Lannister Freddy Funko, and he's bloody. It's a variant. $9,310. And number 1,
Wow.
Alex DeLarge Clockwork Orange Funko, glow in the dark, $13,300.
Well, at least it's not just a sticker on a box.
Wow.
Right.
Now, it really gets me.
So then the other thing is, just like with action figures, to box or unbox, right?
I leave mine in the box.
So this particular one,
they're definitely conducive to display. That must be why some people must.
Yep.
I mean,
I was going to say,
nice shape.
This was a gift, and there's no tape.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You can put them back in the box afterwards. Right. As long as you keep the box, you're all right. Do it.
Yep.
Display with
That's just like these big ones that I got. The Mandalorian was a gift, and then I got the Grogu. I still have the boxes.
No, John, you're not.
So.
No one's wrong here.
Definitely
saying that we'll go to why they're popular and why they're not popular.
This council is about the exchange of knowledge and ideas. So no one is wrong.
No one is ever wrong.
No,
I would just say
there are no dumb questions.
I know you want us to start fighting, but we won't.
But
no, I don't want to fight. No, look, I took a shower for you guys and I shaved. And look, I'm wearing my button. Look, Mark, see my nice button right here.
My opening point about what makes them popular was
I
that
got one right here. Let me show you. Sorry, go ahead.
Serious.
I'm having an interruption. Was that they take from contemporary things like television shows, movies, comics. They cross over so many different things. Musicians.
This is what Duffman's saying is that there is one for every. I've got the V Funkos down there.
Yeah.
Simply because you cannot get V merchandise, and I love V.
Yeah.
So
if I may, since you mentioned that first, one of the things I thought was popular is that they also dabble into obscurity. But, at least for now, right? Someone mentioned the word dated in another stream, and so that makes things. That's what I mean by obscure, maybe dated.
Duffman has a great point.
Someone showed me the other day. I saw the other day someone showed me a Baron Ironblood Funko Pop. And I immediately looked at Funko in a different way, and I said, "I'm in."
I hate to tell you, that wasn't Baron Ironblood.
It sure looked like him.
It was a Black Knight from Holy Grail.
No, it was not.
From Gilster's collection.
No, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah.
I'm still in. I'm gonna get two. And I'm gonna make one into Baron Ironblood.
This is
I
a
say
Funko.
the good thing. The
How
good thing
about
you can
This is a
custom
Funko.
because they do look similar to each other,
It's
so you
from
can
North Korea,
customize
though,
them.
so.
There are a lot of customs out there as well.
I totally just put my foot in my mouth. I thought that was Baron Ironblood all day long. Take a better picture, Mark. I thought you were a professional.
Hey, tell your mate Gilster.
Christ.
Hey
It was
guys,
him that sent me the pictures.
look at Duffman's comment.
I didn't.
He said
Oh,
Funko is so
Gilster,
popular
take a
because
better
all of
picture.
the franchises, over 150. There's something for everyone. I mean, that's so true.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
JJ,
that is cool.
This is you missed the last episode where we were talking about adults in collecting.
Yeah.
This episode is about Funkos. You come up with the next. It's all up to you, the viewers,
Right,
to decide what we talk about.
Yeah.
So
Let us know.
The next episode we're going to be talking about. Well, hopefully the next episode we're going to talk about grading because we've got a couple of people to come on. Hopefully.
Oh, that's
So anybody wants to come on. Anybody wants to come on and talk about anything, you can take the floor.
Could be graded. You know, people are having these graded too.
Yeah,
I believe
exactly.
it. I believe
13,000.
Yep, that's what I was just saying. 13,000.
I was just talking to somebody about collectibles in general, and we were talking in reference to Funko, and and whatever their opinion was, I said, well, what about stamp collecting? What about this kind of collecting?
Yeah,
At what point does anybody make a rule, right? Somebody just paid almost $2 million for a television set that Elvis Presley shot. Okay, has anybody paid? I'm just saying, who's paid $2 million for a Star Wars thing lately?
Yeah, people are paying.
So I'm just saying,
people are paying VHS tapes.
Oh yeah,
thousands and thousands of VHS tapes. I mean, come on.
Right, but next door you can get them for 50 cents at a garage sale. So right. So nobody should talk shit about anybody's.
Well,
and I'm guilty of that. I said I don't understand why anybody would like that, but then I realized. No, I don't understand why people. You know what I mean? It's not about them. It's about I don't get it, and fucking it's my bad. So now you got to smoke a bowl and fucking say, "Oh yeah, those are fucking cool." Why? Because people pay $17 billion for one. That's badass.
Remember the Disney.
So Collector's saying here about Funko Pops are not the best, which they're not either. They're all exactly the same. But they're fun to collect. That is my point of view. I will take the stage, stand in a minute, and I will tell you my point of view.
Yeah,
Funkos. But go on.
I was going to say, remember when you mentioned VHS, they had the phenomenon for a while with the Disney that had the Black Diamond, and people had them on eBay for $20,000. They still do $2,000, $5,000, $20,000. I don't see any of these selling. I've got a stack of them, and I'm going to take them to this show and sell them for probably $15 a piece, $10 a piece, just because of what they are, nothing to do with that Black Diamond. It's not going to get me anywhere. There's people that make up their own economy sometimes. A friend of mine got me this as a gift. He might have paid $8, $10, and I'm not going to turn around and try and sell it for 20. I would never sell a gift anyway, but I mean, I'm not going to buy this for 8 to sell for 20, but I might buy it on a clearance for 2 to sell for 10, but it's all worth what you're willing to pay for it, I think.
Exactly.
Pete's saying
that's how people get outbid.
He only has certain ones, but if you've got more than one, that's a collection, surely.
Right. Oh, you're absolutely right.
I underappreciated them for their. I've always been, which I said this on maybe another one of our streams, right? But I've never necessarily played with my toys. Even as a kid, I always like to put them up, like a diorama. So I think maybe I didn't appreciate Funkos as my taste personally because of the surrealism, I guess you'd call it. Not sound like an ignorant fucker, but now the obscurity of things, I see. Oh shit, maybe when I thought that was Baron Ironblood, I was gonna buy a fucking truckload of those. I'm a little disappointed now, but But hey, if anybody's gonna make a Billy Jack, it's not gonna be NECA, it's gonna be Funko, right?
I could see that. I could see that right now. I could see that.
I'm trying to start a. Yeah, I'm trying. Well, yeah.
Let me
go
just
ahead, Brett.
You know how Hasbro has the selfie series? Hasbro has the selfie series. It's like $60, and it's supposed to be a picture of you. Funko will do it for $25.
Yeah, totally.
He should send the picture of himself right there. That one right there, with the hat and the glasses, just like that, and the pipe.
Oh! You said Lack. I
I'm
was
going to
thinking
order
of
one for
Billy
you.
Jack.
Hey, lemon.
Yes,
Okay.
Billy Lack.
Y'all can Billy Lack. That's pretty interesting,
Why are
actually.
we not showing?
Why are we not sure? You want me to take it off? I will.
So, I'm a guest on the council. I'm
No, you.
on the council, but I'm bringing a guest on the council.
Yeah.
She's my
What
court
intern?
stenographer.
Oh, stenographer.
She,
How many
she's
words a
she's
minute?
she's a
How
she's
many
a
words?
Funko Pop.
Yeah, she is. How many words per minute can she do?
It all comes out. It's pretty rough.
Yes.
Mark, give us a taste of things on your side of the pond.
Yeah,
Is the pop sensation just as strong?
It's in every shop.
It is, isn't it?
They're in every shop.
It is.
What do
And
they
you know,
retail
Every
for?
shop.
think about 30 years, no, not 30 years, maybe 40 years ago. I don't know that they had that reach like they do now. With shipping, the internet, they can hire
Did
out
they
companies.
exist
That's why
30
we had
years ago?
Palatoy and Lily Letty and things, get into this with action figures because you'd have to hire somebody else to do this for you. But I feel like
I
the
like
reach,
that one. I like
you
that
know,
one, Mark.
they can get the stuff made in China and have it shipped to you wherever you're at. I think where was this
Yeah.
made?
We can get it made in China. People don't realize that.
I know.
We can all get together and go over there. I have a very close relative that actually he came up with an idea and everybody told him, "Oh, you'll never be, that makes
So,
no sense. You might as well sell it." And by the end of the thing, he went over to China, he produces this item,
yeah.
and he makes like very good money.
Well,
And it's something that all of us, if we looked at it, we would say, "Wow, that's the dumbest
well,
fucking
listen
thing
to
you've ever
this.
seen," right?
So
But he
Funko,
makes way more money than all of
yeah,
us selling this bullshit thing that he has made in China.
right.
So shit is way more possible than people think.
So Funko's office is in Washington, but
Hmm.
these are made in Vietnam, and then it's
Uh-huh.
distributed in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Greater China and Asia. So they can
Wow.
have these things made just about anywhere, with
So what
a
you're saying is
file.
people in China and Japan collect these.
I would assume, but I don't
Now
know.
that's hitting the fucking big time.
I'm
Is
just
what
saying where
is
they're
all I'm saying.
produced and how they're shipped
People leave the
worldwide.
Hasbro factory. People leave the Hasbro factory and the iPhone factory, cash their fucking paycheck, and go fucking buy a Funko Pop.
You very well could be right.
Okay, motherfuckers, I'm just saying now that must mean something. That
Number
means something.
number one toy in the world is Pikachu. Pokemon.
Is it? I
Sorry.
believe that.
Pokemon.
But well, who's the number one buyer of it? I guess is what I'm getting at with Funkos.
15-year-old kids.
No, but what
Mom and
country
dad's money.
is on? Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what country?
That's what I was getting at. If somebody if a truck is showing up at the Funko factory and then delivering it to stores in China and Japan and other you know what I mean? I'm just like, well, that's cool because I'm sure there's very other shit that we collect. I'm sure there's no Playmobil stores.
Yeah, I met somebody yesterday that collects Playmobil.
There aren't no. I've one close to me. It's a toy warehouse, but they are retailers for Playmobil. So I can actually get anything.
Oh wow!
It's like the Asterix is not available in the UK, but I can get it from there.
There used to be one in Alaska, and it was called the Santa Claus House, and it was just, even now we could go, and it's magic. It's magic for everybody. It's the only place you could ever get Playmobil in Alaska, and they had the full. You remember they had the full size statues,
Rolando.
realistic, of what's up, Rolando? Man, I don't know. I didn't mean to get up on Playmobil, but Funko, I'm just saying, man, the reach is far and wide. So it means very little what, if somebody's like, well, I don't like it. It's like, well, okay.
And that's the reason I brought it up. It's not just so centered on us because we're here.
Right.
That's why I said to Mark, like, what's it like over there? He said the same thing. It's in everywhere
Funko
you go.
Pop.
Nice one, Rick.
Good one, Rick.
Let me throw it on for Orlando real quick.
We love it.
Yeah, the thing is, did you know that they are called vinyl action figures? Funko Pops are actually called vinyl action figures, unless they are Marvel or Star Wars when they are bobbleheads, because they're not allowed to sell. They're not allowed to sell action figures of Star Wars or Marvel. So they have to make them with the spring, make the bobbleheads.
Yeah, when I first saw Funko Pops, whenever they came out, I said, "Oh, that's a bobblehead." But then somebody quickly corrected me. This was however old Funkos are, and so I don't know. Like I said, I'm always a displayer. Like I wanted to be the guy who worked in the museum that made the little dioramas, right? So that's where I've always come from with my collecting, especially action figures. And other stuff, everything everybody else collects, they put it on display, right? All of a sudden, because it's toys, you're doing something different, But that's not really true. Everybody, your paintings or your antique firearms or so I think that's where I got it as a kid, That's what you did with the things you owned. I don't know. But Funkos are made for that, I think. They're beautiful now I see from that standpoint, like the box and all of that. Like it just Sharon's Pops and Plants is a friend of mine who has a channel, and her background is that's where I first noticed it. I was like, wow, that's actually like beautiful. Like it might as well be a mosaic tile.
Yeah, there are a lot of YouTube channels just for pops, and
is it really?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that because I don't get that algorithm, right? Because I don't collect them, so that's my bad. But
I've got a friend who doesn't live far from me. He's got a channel, and he's got all the NFL ones, and he's got them all on display. He's got them all out the box.
Oh wow!
This is my
I didn't even know
opening one.
Oh,
we're doing
the obscurity.
Look at this. It has a base.
Them I think is cool.
Nice.
In fact, I saw a couple of NFL Pops today in the charity shop, but they wanted £11.99 for them. So no,
that's pretty decent. Lack, I'm using your sister camera.
Yeah, that's cool.
The camera.
Use her up,
baby. The camera to the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, so he is a bobble.
Use her up.
Wobble. Are they all like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Star Wars and the Marvel ones that have got the bobblehead.
Okay.
Because they're not allowed to be action figures.
Wow. Those motherfuckers are fucking hardcore.
Licensing tricks, how to get around it.
Oh. Yeah. Well, the other ones do say it on the box, right? You said polyvinyl action figure, right? It does say that on the box of those other ones, huh? Okay, because I know that's the only reason I know that. I don't know.
Yeah, on the Star Wars ones, it'll say
bobblehead.
It's just
Ooh, I like that.
I remember when you used to get bobbleheads, made. That was a thing, like even in the 80s, right?
Kind of like a little diorama background.
Vinyl bobblehead. That says.
Yeah. Every stockbroker in the 1970s and 80s had a bobblehead of themselves on their desk in their suit, and I know that. So this is, all the selfie series and all that shit's obviously been around longer than, we.
I'm trying to see if it has a description of it on the box here. I don't see anything that calls it.
Can't walk on the keyboard. I don't believe that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is his name's that coming up underneath his pictures, and I don't know why that's gone. That seems to have gone. I can't find. I've been looking for it, and I can't find it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. Is this live? Are we still live?
I hope not, since you've been swearing for the last.
Man, I don't have to fucking swear if you don't fucking want me to. God damn it.
We got past the first 30 seconds. We're good.
Yeah.
The mouth on that sailor.
I can just do that, you see.
So yeah, I spent all this time with my head in the clouds. Oh, there he is. With my head in the clouds for vintage, and then I got a Funko Pop as a gift, and then I'm like,
now you down that rabbit hole.
Like a little set of, I think it was NFL players or something. It was like $100 at the store. I'm like, my goodness, what's making these so expensive? So I started digging into it a little bit, and then we were looking for things to talk about on the council. So I threw it out there because I had already been kind of throwing some notes together. The very first Funko Pop when they started making the pops was the big boy from the hamburger restaurant, and that was the only one they had. For a while. Which I thought was interesting. I never realized. Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
2005.
A Funko
Pop. Pop, hasn't it? Wow.
They made it in
That just blew my
2005.
mind.
Yeah, I mean, I've got this. This is the article I sent to these reprobates, and I don't think they've read it. But
I looked through it.
it's 5 reasons why people hate Funko Pops and why they shouldn't. So I thought we could have a quick look at this. Well,
I read it.
We'll go through
We need to look
that.
at both sides of things here.
Yeah, I mean that's it. That's
Yeah.
what we're here.
Well, can I say this? Can I say this?
Can I get rid
This
of
is
that?
not written from a person who hates it. That's the only thing I want to say about it. And I'm not taking a side, but as a neutral council member, this is an opinion piece.
They're trying to stick up for him, aren't they?
Right. This is not written. I want an article written by somebody who fucking hates their guts.
We can answer
because I just want to know. Yeah. No, I understand. I'm just saying I did read the article.
The council has to decide, not this person.
Right. Mark, I did read it, so don't say I didn't. That's why I know that.
We know you can't read, so it doesn't matter. I know you looked at the picture.
That doesn't matter. I had someone read it to me, Mark. I know what it says.
Yeah, number 1, the figures are boring, ugly, and awful.
They are.
Do we agree with that?
I mean, they can be.
They're
some can
lower quality than other action figures you're used to.
I mean,
they're cheaper.
It's got good.
If you want to be objective,
they're cheaper as well.
Exactly. I'm a face man. Like the Romans didn't fucking do shit like that. They had really nice busts of their head. I'm just saying, as a human, I'm sure that is one of the things that appeals to us, right? You're supposed to look people in the eye, and I don't know. I'm sure there's more psychology behind it than just that. But yeah, they are lower quality than what you're used to.
Yeah, but the cute.
All those other things that. Yeah, nobody said
Cuteness
that.
Sells. Look at Baby Yoda. Look at Grogu.
That's very true.
Cuteness sells.
That's subjective, though.
Big eyes sell.
I agree with all that, but those are all objective arguments. They're not a factual base. That's all. I'm just saying that for the article, right? The article's like, oh, they're ugly and stupid. But that guy's not saying it. He's saying that if you don't like it, you're saying that. Well, if I don't, which I don't dislike it, but I'm saying if I don't like it, why don't you let me tell you? Why is this guy even telling you? Right?
Well, it's kind of
It's kind of
that's
the only part of the thing I don't get.
Well, it's kind of like if you took a poll and said, what are some reasons why you wouldn't like it? And people said they're boring and ugly. But then, like Mark said, there's a psychology there in sales when you see those dead shark eyes.
Right.
You still want it.
Right.
So you what?
My mind
is
says,
better than the Hasbro figure that they have ever brought out of Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
As far as what looks like him?
Of Poe Dameron, yeah. Their Poe Dameron figures have been shocking. And that is probably better than anything they've ever done.
Yeah, the action figure they did for him for Force Awakens was pretty awful.
Both of them.
I own no Poe Damerons, and if I have any, they're for or no, what's his name?
Poe.
Oh, is that Poe? I don't know.
Pull his head off.
Except for customs. I thought that was Rogue One guy because of his brown jacket. I wasn't even to me it don't fucking look like none of them. It just looks like a bobblehead.
So
that's Poe Dameron.
This is the Polish Poe Dameron.
I thought that was the other one.
The thing is, you can use it as both. Somebody's phoning like.
Sorry, am I?
No offense to the Polish.
Sons of bitches.
They cut his power off again.
They might do it again because nobody can take a fucking hint. No, I'm on the mobile, baby. It's the first of them fucking months. Nobody's cut your power off in the first of the month. You've obviously never been fucking poor, Brett.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Nobody cut your
but
power
I work
off
for the power company now, so.
Well, not poor enough. Oh well, did you ever cut anybody's power off on the 3rd? No.
No, you can't.
Your fucking orders aren't even
because
in yet.
Of temperatures and things like that.
Council members.
No, it used to not be like
Council
that.
members,
though.
calm down.
You know who's
order.
You know who changed that? You know who changed that though? Poor people in Alaska. So
order, Lack. You have to be 8 feet away from the entrance to smoke that.
Whose entrance?
Right, so we're 2-1. You're outvoted like on that one.
What's
on what one?
What's some more points we can discuss on that article?
So number 2.
Send me the fine.
Funko Pops designs are lazy and poor.
I disagree. I don't think they're lazy.
Totally disagree on that one.
Design. Yeah, no, I don't know what that means.
This is
I don't know what that
this
means.
is a special edition and it's larger size, but I mean, look at this thing. It's got some amazing detail.
Is it? Yeah, that's a comparative statement. I just think this
Sure.
article's weak, no matter what your
Sure.
opinion is. I
Well,
think
he's
it's
just saying there's people that say that.
okay, sure. There's people that fucking say, we should all drink this Kool-Aid because the comet's gonna take us away. Goddamn. Fucking people say a lot of fucking shit. I'm just saying, if you're gonna tell me. Don't tell me someone said that, right? That's been the whole problem with humanity our whole lives, has it not been, people? That's why they translated the fucking Bible and just all kinds of shit, man. Don't tell me what other people say. Let me go ask those people.
It may also lend itself to casting a wider net to get the children to tug on mom and dad's sweater, because this guy looks like a soldier ready to go to war.
Yeah.
And then this guy looks like a big-headed, playful guy with the little shark-eyed little guy with him, So there is a difference there, and I don't think there's any. I don't think there's skimping on design.
No, it's just a different style. It's
like,
it's like going into a tattoo parlor and saying American traditional, and like understanding what Sailor Jerry is versus I don't know what that style is, where that's like the Japanese style. Like those are different. Right. I'm just saying, you go in somewhere. Now Sailor, I was about to say that's Ed Hardy, but I'm just saying there's a difference between Japanese and then American traditional, and it stems from one another.
They should make.
I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah, John. Here.
Here. They should make Funko Pop with Mike saying "fuck this" and fuck yes.
See, this is it.
Okay.
Rolando's hit it totally on the head. He appreciates Funko Pops. They're not his thing.
Yep.
They're not
right.
Like for proper collectors. I'm saying proper collectors, which nobody's a proper collector. You can collect what you want.
Right.
Yeah. What's that mean?
We don't collect Funko Pops, do we? I'm going to give my 2 pence now. I think they are an entry level collectible for kids who are starting to collect, or maybe stopping playing with toys, want to collect things. They're going to Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're going to move on to something more expensive, like Hasbro or TVC, Black Series, Marvel Legends.
First reaction when I saw them was, "Oh, they must be for little kids." I didn't understand them at all, and then I went to one of the.
See, I never thought that, because I never saw them in a toy aisle, and they're absolutely for display. I never thought they were for kids. I always said, "Oh, I wonder who's collecting those."
Then I went and did a blog.
Unfortunately, it is blue, because I'd be editing this down.
I went and did a vlog at one of the most popular vintage toy stores in the state where I live, and half of their store was Pops. So then it hit me. These aren't just for kids.
Emily's saying they should make more of a selection.
I mean,
I do think they do have.
Well,
there's every property out there. I can't imagine how much of more of a selection they actually
have
need
something
to
that.
I'll buy anything if it's cool. Like when I thought your shit was Baron Iron, just
go buy an Action Force and Baron Ironblood.
No, I have something to that about the designs. There was
original one.
I thought it was 3,000 or something like that. There was not me.
Brett,
not
is
me.
your old lady yelling at you, Brett?
Man, I lost. Where's it at? I got it in my notes.
Do you need to go
okay, so check it out.
Somebody?
David Mabane in Knoxville, Tennessee, has the world's biggest collection of Funko figures.
Ooh.
I thought it was Chris.
7,095.
Is that all?
2,000 more than the previous record set.
That's not a lot.
2020. I mean,
that's not a lot.
7,000 of these.
That's a lot of Funkos, though, Mark.
1,000 Ghosts got more than that.
That's the point.
I reckon 1,000 Ghosts got more than that.
He should call Guinness then.
Let's go count them. So what'd you say? 79.95.
And I believe when she said about the designs, there's over 2,000 designs.
What'd I say?
No.
There's only
Over.
2,000. So
There's
I
over.
see what you're saying.
I mean,
Okay,
that's
but I don't. So that way,
that's
but not
how do you
3.
keep track? You know.
Rick's saying that gay people
Probably
collect
in the
them.
base
He's
10.
saying
Probably
it's just
probably in the base
the
10
main buyers.
system, it's
the
probably
gay
how they
people.
keep track.
I mean, would you agree with that?
What did you say? What kind of people?
Rick is saying that main buyers are gay people. I would disagree with that.
Who, me or him?
You know, I mean, look, there could be something for everybody, though.
Who said
could
that?
be a
I
legitimate
totally
thing.
disagree with that.
I don't
Mr.
even know what
T-Pop.
that. Wow. I didn't get
One
that.
thing
That
I did
information
catch.
didn't come across
One
the
thing I did
mothership's
catch
fucking
that-
wire, so I
One
don't
thing
know.
I did catch that Rick said though was he was tired of the Stewie Griffin heads on these things, which I agree. They just didn't appeal to me, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're just the same head on
But
every
hey,
one.
Rick
Basically.
has a lot. Rick must know.
HMV
so
do
funny.
still sell
That's
them.
so funny. Excuse me.
Think about when we got. I don't know if I can put this in perspective here, but like when we got to these versions of the Star Wars figure, you know, the Luke Skywalker looking like that Thrawn would probably be good right now. But things started to change. Things started to change and piss people off, you know. And this is no different. The what was it? The power of the Force when everybody got buff all of a sudden.
Let's not go there. There's nothing wrong with that.
The buff Star Wars.
That was the style.
I'm trying to find lack.
Everybody thought it was awesome too when it came out.
You know, at the
everybody
time,
thought it was in 1995. Nobody gave a shit.
97.
No, the first one's 96.
95.
Yeah.
I'm looking at.
Thank you.
The thing is, the buff figures came out in 1982 with Master of the Universe.
Yeah.
So they were 10 years too late.
No, yeah, but they were still. Yeah, but what was the last #1 thing though that sold that much? There was nothing. They were looking to fill a void. Turtles, and they were the same way. They were fucking buff.
No other one.
Look, this is an original turtle.
Yeah, but they were turtles. They weren't.
Yeah, but they're still
actual human beings.
No, but they're still fulfilling the role of the superhero action figure, super buff, Superman. Like that's still the role. And that's why He-Man looks like that, and that's why they did that on those figures, which was like the first wave and a half, right? After that, they were all fine. I'm just saying, we've said this a million times.
Oh,
the first 9 figures.
And then after
all the rest are good-looking figures.
Some odd years, what makes this one? You know, I picked this up the other day for $8. Why is this one $8, but the original one, $600? You know,
because it wasn't available in America.
It wasn't available in America when it was made. The year,
they were available in the UK for 50 pence.
Right.
And they're probably
still reasonable.
So God knows why they're expensive over here. I don't know. Right. I don't know.
Right.
That one, out of all the power of the
economy,
Force 2, out of all the power of the Force 2, usually that one is the most expensive.
I got them for $8.
Everybody needs it for their barge or whatever before they made this last one. Now the price is down. But before that was a very expensive one.
So I put them on the scale.
Dave's saying here that you can cherry pick them, but don't you think that people are doing that with Black Series now?
Yeah.
Because when Black Series first came out, we bought them all, didn't we? We bought everyone. I did. I bought everyone. And now you just cannot afford to buy everyone. They're bringing out too many. And that's exactly what he's saying about Funko Pops. But the same now is the same with Hasbro.
But this on the Black Series, you had this. This was a big thing. There, the number on the side, and then they kind of backed away from that. It's not so prevalent on the sides of the boxes anymore.
Hey, Mark.
Do you have to get them all to be a collector? I don't do. I only.
No.
Yeah.
You're a completionist if you do.
You've got more than 2. You're a collector.
You're a collector,
That's what
but you're a completionist if you're going.
Somebody
for the
said the other day, who was it? Oh, it's Geek Strong. He's like, I like the collection. I think it's cool. And now it's like, oh,
right,
that's perfect.
right.
That's exactly what you know what I mean? Because I don't think I have a complete.
I mean, I want all the vintage.
I'm not after that.
But I'm not going forwards to the Ewoks and the droid stuff.
Oh,
that's not what I want.
The thing is about ketchup.
You know what?
If you find a ketchup you like, you're not going to try any others, are you?
Right.
Right. You know what collection I am actually working on as a completist is all the guns from Red Dead Redemption.
Really?
And I'm currently missing 3.
Oh, fantastic.
Check that. So think about that, you guys. Go play Red Dead Redemption.
We need to do that. We need to do that, Marky D. That's fantastic.
Yak Face is obviously a camel. I'm just going to say that.
It's a yak. It's a yak face.
No, I fucking just because he's named that. Who was that the other day?
Of articulation.
It's a yak.
It's not a yak. Have you ever seen a yak?
There's not a lot of points of articulation on here.
No, not on him. What is it? 4? 2.
Obi-Wan Kenobi saying they buffed up the Star Wars complete with the superhero toys. When did the superheroes come out? I thought it was late 90s.
Which one? That was
Toy Biz or the Kenner ones.
No, that was around the same time. Also around that same time that was big buff shit was like Cowboys of Moo Mesa, which everybody's forgotten. And what Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars. Those were all right. And everybody was selling us Hulk Hogan. Everybody was selling us Hulk Hogan, and everybody was selling us the Ultimate Warrior. So it is a whole cultural thing that only Power of the Force 2 gets fucking shit for. It makes absolutely no sense to me.
Isn't it
if
true?
You take in the whole thing.
Isn't it true?
Collect them all. Collect them all. Which box? Does it say that on there?
You know.
Yeah, it does actually. It does say collect them all.
Because you've got.
Yeah. Why would it not? That's poor marketing. If your shit doesn't say collect them all on the box,
and it actually shows them. Look, it actually. The good thing about Funkos, it actually shows what you can get on the back of the box.
Right, so you can check them off, which is another thing. If you're not,
how come they can do it, but Hasbro can't?
Because Hasbro is not. That's not their. Whoever, that's not important to them.
It's a law for Hasbro that they can't do it. They can't put a full wave on the back of the box, but Funko can.
It's a law for them.
Christopher,
they made. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, the silence is disturbing. Am I alone here?
The buried in Leicester, yeah.
Oh, you can hear me? No, what did you hear the question I just asked?
No, I don't listen to you. What go on?
Oh, well, this council meeting is over then. This council meeting's over then. I can go inside.
Can you repeat the question, please,
I can go to the. You said that it's a rule that Hasbro made for themselves not to put shit on back of the box. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, but I mean,
it's a law. It's the law that they cannot do it.
Look at the card.
It's a law. Who made what? Whose law is this?
They started.
U.S.
China's
government.
law.
U.S. government.
U.S. government law.
Yeah.
Who the what?
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
so they
because it's an imported item, or what's? Why is that? Why does it fall under that? Because because they're produced. Because that blows my mind.
That's true.
What's true? Y'all do your thing. I'm listening.
I don't notice as many things on the back of the boxes anymore. Like you said, it used to say collect them all, and you see,
it's mainly all warnings, isn't it?
77 back card was a little too much, overwhelming, So to see just a few on the back of a pop, it seems a little more like, oh, I could just get these 6 or 8 for this, and
what's the Echo Guide?
Right.
Mackie D, you know the Echo Guide.
Oh no, this is
no,
I'm just saying
Sand Sweets.
I can find it.
Which one's he asking about? Mine or yours?
This.
I don't know.
This, the best one you can get.
Yeah.
Mackie D there for Love of Zuckus. This is his collection. These are his figures that was photographed.
Oh, the Love of Zuckus. I know him. He's cool. He's nice to me. I don't know. I say that. I say to people, "Oh, I like him. He's cool," and they're like, "He's an asshole," and I go, "Well, he's nice to me. Maybe it's you. I don't know." You know, I mean, fuck,
you know where I'm going with this, don't you? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? But you see that Takara wind up R2 there?
Yeah.
No, make yourself big so we can see it.
That is mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is mine.
You know what's cool about
that I bought off Mr.
Some of these books, though, like this book, for instance,
that will always.
There's stuff that I didn't know they made. So I didn't know they did a bantha with actual fur on it.
I'll give you a bantha with fur on it, you some bitch.
And the Ronto.
I love you, Brett.
Helping part of the false Palpatine came with a cane that he can't hold.
You're like Hulk Hogan on the off cycle. I love you.
Ronto with the Jawa on it for $5 on eBay.
Cheers, Rob.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I'll send you that $5 later.
Do you want me to make you a custom saddle and shit? I have one. I make one.
There's no law.
I have nothing against Funkos. I'm just looking for the right one.
Everything is French.
What? Oui. I have to take a oui. I'll tell you that.
You can't. You're in a council, mate. You can't.
No, I just learned how to take the cam off, so that's cool. And the mic. Look at these obscure things. Does anybody know what those are? They're not that obscure, but I bet nobody.
Is that Crocodile Dundee and his boyfriend?
No, but it does. That would be my guess too. I mean, if I was a smart ass prick from fucking Minnesota.
Looks like Captain Picard.
Indiana,
oh, whatever. Same shit. Minnesota light. You're like all the pussy ass Minnesotans move south to fucking Indiana. They're like, it's too fucking cold here. Let's go down south, or we can make fucking gay
wind
jokes.
Blows west to east this way, man.
Wind chills for pussies, man.
It's still that
definitely are.
I'm just fucking with you. I love you. I love you. I bet you who would know. You know, somebody like Peter, or maybe Baz. They're the only people I would think maybe they're like, because those fuckers get some obscure figures, don't they?
I would love.
Google says there have been 8,633 different Funkos made so far. I'm sure that's going to be about 9,000 by the end of this stream.
Yeah.
Well, they're fucking 9,003
because
of bang, bang, bang. But so that guy was 7990 or 7995 is suck. He doesn't even have them all. 7,995. You said, right?
Something like that.
So
has anyone got the Red 5 book? I'm in it.
I don't. I want it, but I don't.
I'm in it.
I don't.
But I haven't got one.
I got an email back from them that said they'll put me on the list.
I'm named in it. I haven't got one.
Do you think they'll do another pressing?
They didn't give you one?
No. I bought 5.
What was it? 75?
Oh, wow.
75 pounds?
Kind of for sure.
Well, I don't have it. I didn't buy one, but I wanted it,
but I didn't get it.
When I was a kid, I was really into a lot more books like that.
I might have to borrow yours, Marky D. Because I want to come and getting one.
It's a beautiful book.
Yeah. Nothing like a nice book to put on and it's a picture book too, so you're not obligated to anything, you know what I mean?
So we're carrying on with Funkos, or we're just talking about shit now?
My biggest thing too is
well, the consensus on what are the major questions? A was the article, right? And I think the article,
Funko Pops are worthless, which we know they're not.
Proof they're not worthless. We've already.
No, I think that article's bullshit. I think that article's bullshit, Mark, and that's not on anybody but the article writer. But
Funko only appeal to kids and old ladies.
I would say that I fell.
Well, and Rick
saying
I didn't know children were.
Well, no, Rick likes his dollies. Rick prefers dollies.
Oh.
To his Funko Pops.
Well, 5 is wrong because
pop figures are too expensive.
$7.99 for.
Well, that's wrong. We know that's right. So you're right. You're right.
Cost, but...
You're right. It is bullshit. This article.
Yeah. And it's written by somebody. It's not. It's supposed to be an opinion piece, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
an opinion piece on somebody.
So get somebody who has that opinion.
Those are very.
Yeah, that sounds like propaganda. Because if you read the article. Well, if you read the article, the guy goes on and says, "Oh, man, you don't like it because you can't understand how people are," and like it's like it's a religious article or some shit. It's crazy.
That's interesting, Pete. Use a Google Lens app to ID the figures.
That's how I do it on eBay when I'm looking at stuff.
No shit, I didn't even know that was a thing.
No, I didn't.
think about this. Like, if you could go
I
over
should have done.
to
But I didn't.
where PGM is, he's in New Zealand, right? So, like,
Yeah, I
I
love
would
that
love to
guy.
go to some vintage stores over there and see what's going on over there.
I bet he would tell you nothing because
Is
I
that
think
Analog Toys and Retro Blasting?
no, they don't look
No?
anything like that.
Let me Google Lens that. Hold it back up.
That's I don't even want to. Don't even try
Is
to
there
bait
Funko
people
guidebook
on
out
it.
there yet?
These fucking dude, these
There
action
will be,
figures are
won't there?
way cool. No, these action figures are way cooler. Now that you said that, you've.
So
That's a rude thing to say.
so the
Mark.
council must decide. The article,
I think the article is
No-
not admissible for evidence
nothing
in
was
any way,
admissible. Nothing was
except that
true.
it's propaganda to say that if you hate Funkos, you're an asshole. I think that's what it's actually. I think that's what the article's trying to tell you. If you hate it, then you're an asshole. Which you might or might not be, but I don't think if you're an asshole, it's probably because you do or do not like Funkos.
I don't hate them, but I think I'm in a sector of collecting that Pops are very misunderstood.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You know that, like Pete's saying there about Comic Cons, they just stalls and stalls of just Funko Pops. Do you think for dealers it's easier to fill their shelves with these things?
Yeah.
And it's
And
cheaper for them to
turnover.
buy in bulk to churn out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
May I answer that? Because
Of course you can.
Okay, Brett, are you okay with
Yeah.
this? Okay, look, I was just talking to somebody about a certain thing. You make a good point in this because it's about turnover, right? And if anybody has ever owned a store or has ever had things on their shelf, right? The cost of your money, the value of your money is constantly going down. So when you buy something at a certain price and you put it, hey cat, and you put it on your shelf, the longer it sits there, the more you're losing money, right? So people who say, "Oh, I pay this much," they don't understand business, right? Because if you buy, especially retail, right, you buy a bunch of shit, that stuff's got to move. And so Funkos, and I never thought of it like that, but I'm sure Funkos, yes, if they retail for whatever you said, $10, that's why there's billions of them, because those Funkos are probably what's keeping people's bills paid, right? Because nobody really wants to walk in somewhere and drop 100 bones on something or 300 bones on a sideshow, right? Like those of us who even have something nice, right? Like that's a twice a year buy or something like that, maybe a little more, give or take. But a Funko, you can walk in and get a Funko. Or remember those Star Wars blind box things that were like bobbleheads?
Yeah.
Same blind boxes are the same thing. The blind box phenomenon is the same. People want to buy shit. It makes them feel self-value. They want to throw money on the counter, but it's only a couple dollars, so they don't have to explain it to anybody. And their kids are probably not gonna eat something because you bought a fucking Funko. And so it fills that niche, and that's why retailers have fucking 10 million of them all the time, constantly. Sorry, I'm not angry. I'm just.
It's okay.
I did all that on one breath too, you guys.
Okay.
Breathe and breathe.
So yeah, Funkos are fucking cool, and if they made a Zivrak, or
those cowboy figures look like hunters on Jurassic Park. I thought that at first.
That would be the first.
Yes.
That would be the first Pop with the hair on its hands.
Who said that? Yeah, that's Jurassic
CJ.
Park figures. And now I don't think there was ever a guy in Jurassic Park who actually dressed like this.
Probably not. Probably.
And then the doctor guy who we all love, what's the guy? He didn't dress like that, but that's who that is. You're right. Jurassic Park figures. Strange, huh? All right, the silence is killing me.
We're listening to you.
It's not really gambling.
It's not the Lack Show.
Yeah. Christopher's got a total left field.
I might be.
He proudly hates Funkos. They are the scum of the earth.
There you go. Let's bring him on and ask him why. Do you hate Funkos, and do you hate people who hate them? There's a guy who should write the fucking article.
The thing
That's
is,
all I'm saying.
The thing is, everybody's saying like, I've no interest in. Mackie D, have you got any Funko? I bet you've got one, at least one.
Who, me?
No, Mackie D. He's saying there's no interest in Funko. Everybody's saying, I don't like Funkos, but I bet at least everybody's got at least one.
It's true. I've gotten two as a gift, and I've paid for one. So I've got a collection now.
I don't own any, but I will honestly say that I think my old lady has 3 in a box somewhere.
Is that the blue? What's that store in Canada? Blue something? The big toy
What?
store. Blue.
I don't know. You're closer to
Cherry Bomb
Canada than
Toys
I
is
am.
in Canada too.
See, this is what I'm getting at about, like you're saying there, they bring people into the store. I think they bring young people into collecting, which
Right.
it's got to be a good thing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't baseball cards and bubble gum and shit used to do that? Like, wasn't that kind of the?
Yeah, you always got something
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big thing. Like, look, I'm not trying to toot my horn. That's a big reason why my channel's called Collecting with Cool.
You don't
Cool,
need to.
Cool was a
Brad.
nickname when I was a kid with my brother, and we collected just about freaking anything from G.I. Joe and $6 Million Man. And remember the steel trucks, the not Tonka, but I can't remember what they were called. It had there was like a horse trailer on it. And now they're like $1 million freaking dollars. And we used to keep all that stuff super nice, and we would collect these things and Matchbox cars. You know, it's the love of collecting. I just happen to be a Star Wars nut, you know. But it could be like Mark's making the point. It's all about getting people brought in, and you know, again, the theme here is Star Wars on a pop. I'm not necessarily going to go for those, but it brings people into that world, and then maybe they'll look on that table at that con and say, "Hey, what's that action figure?" You know, and he looks like a yak, and he's only $6.
Easy stocking stuffer, that's
I
for
could
sure.
pop
Aren't
his
they?
head off and put a Luke Skywalker head on there. You know,
So Duffman is saying that the bots are eating up all the. The thing is, I think Funko Pops you can buy them anywhere. I've got 2 down here for somebody for Christmas that I thought on the aftermarket they were going like £30 each, but I went and got them in the shop. So I think that they are readily available.
Yeah,
it's like Lego. I think there's like it's only like Lego or Funko that you don't worry about because you know it's going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be there on the shelf for you to get.
Yeah. Well, you think, yeah.
The council must decide.
I'm sure everybody had this conversation.
I would love the Beastie Boys ones if there was Beastie Boys ones. I know you've got Run DMC. I forgot about that. Yeah, so you have got some. You're not interested in being
Notorious B.I.G. They had like
Run DMC. Big, yeah, I would love those.
Like
but they're Beastie Boys figure for me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So Christopher's saying he's Funko's a lame. That's his excuse. that's why I don't like. Just say the lame.
Yeah. Okay.
TJ said they had over 400 pots.
Why are they lame? I just had this conversation basically with somebody the other day about something else. Yes, but why? Hey, TJ, what's happening? What's happening?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
I enjoyed that live stream the other day. That was fantastic. Just at the right time as well. Thank you for that.
Yes.
I wasn't wearing pants in that one either.
Are y'all wearing what?
Blind boxes are, here we go. Tinfoil hat Rick is here. Blind boxes are 100% gambling and should not be allowed to sell to people under 18. I tell you
there's no chance to win anything over the value of your.
The only people buy them are the people under 18.
That's why it's not. Yeah, but but there's no chance in winning something that's worth more than the money you're putting into it. That's why it's not gambling, Rick.
Funko Pops are fun and cheap. Exactly.
Bang. Right. You remember how they
go on?
Oh, I was gonna say, you remember when we all used to know about the impulse buy rack, like the candy and all that shit next to the counter on your way out of the store?
Exactly.
It's this. Why do we not? How come we all knew that in 1987, but now in 2000 and whatever the fuck year it is now, we look at a Funko and we go, oh, what the fuck? You know, I'm just saying, it's the same thing. You know, some people don't want to.
Funko Pops sunk donkey balls. I know the devil. He's got 25 of them.
And I have right.
That just sums it all up, doesn't it? I think
everybody likes to watch a train wreck. I think is what he just said.
Yeah.
In his opinion. I was looking for the Funko Pop, the Home Alone 3-pack on the staircase. I was trying to get that for Christmas from an old
Rolando
lady.
said the youngest of his
couldn't get it.
15 children likes Pops.
And only that one?
Was it the youngest of 15 or the youngest that's 15?
No, the youngest of 15.
Yeah, I bet he's got 15. He's a horny little devil, I bet.
And one on the way.
Yeah.
And
Oh
one
my
on
goodness.
the way.
Oh,
we know what Rolando does.
15 years apart.
Huh? Look, here's the start of my custom Rolando, the Space Bandito.
I like that.
And then
Peter's
didn't know
is
that one the tripod?
Point there. Pops aren't going anywhere.
Is that one the tripod? If it's going to be Rolando, it's got to be a tripod.
No, well that's why I said it's not finished yet.
Teapots. Hey, I've got a really good teapot.
400. Yeah, that's crazy.
I've got a very good teapot.
And then here's the start of Rolando's 15.
I'm the Senate
for his gang.
I love it.
I love you, Rolando, the Space Bandito. I love you, Ro.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And I know Blue Sasquatch is here.
Oh, I like the aviators.
That's Blue Sasquatch right there. Yeah, I have to get a silver pin and write.
That was a
BS
point we made earlier too, Rick. Was that they can make these so fast with the 3D printing and the 3D molding. You know, they can just get them out so much faster than an action figure.
They're lame because I find them to be meaningless crap.
They're not 3D printing.
Like 3D socks. Hey, yours need socks.
Oh, that doesn't sound cost effective. Here's one more custom.
Yeah, but if you're just sending files to a factory to different places in the world, you can have these things literally.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's why they do it.
No pun intended. Everywhere,
yeah.
You know.
No, that makes sense. You're right. It's about the unilateralism. Those molds where you blow it in there and spin it real quick and then make it hollow, right? But what?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
What was awesome? Awesome.
Your signal cut out, and when it came back on, you were saying, "Stick it in and blow it."
Stick it in and blow it out.
It was like perfect timing.
Well, if y'all want to know, what I said,
Lax $7 per minute airline internet is running out. What is the council's decision?
I think whatever makes you fucking. I think it's like anything else. I love it if you love it, baby. What the fuck? I'm happy if you're happy.
He's an easy council member.
No, that's not true. I will fucking get militant on some shit if we go to the right. You saw me on that Power of the Force 2 thing.
Yes.
But there's nothing but love. I don't want to.
says Funkos are shit.
It's okay.
Okay.
We should do a poll.
And that's like your opinion, man. And that's cool.
Well, no, 30 kids in a house full of pops.
This is
Excuse me for drinking on screen.
I mean, what's taking longer to make though? You know, like this guy or a Funko. You know.
Well, yeah, they're just churning them out.
I've never seen those up close, so I really, they look awesome.
They're just painting them a different color and churning them out. So,
Negan,
yes.
Well, my opinion is they are shit. They are shit. But like I said, they are.
You think pops are shit?
Kids to start collecting.
There's somebody's special shit though. You know what I mean? They are someone's special shit. So, you know what I mean? You ever heard that joke where my stuff is shit, or my shit is stuff and your stuff is shit? You ever heard that? Yeah, I think I think people are getting into that syndrome. You know, my shit is stuff, but your stuff is shit. And whether it's Beanie Babies or whether it's 1937 and it's trains in the basement.
We're never talking about Beanie Babies.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In 1990, when Beanie Babies, it's the same thing. Everybody says, "Oh, why the fuck is that a big deal?" It's like because everybody else but you likes them. I don't know what to say. So,
There's something
Beanie
about a
Babies
Beanie Baby, though.
manufactured.
There's something
collectible.
about a Beanie Baby though that just didn't make it seem like it would have a lasting. I don't know.
But a Funko
lasting
Pop
effect
does.
like an action figure, you know.
An action figure maybe,
Funko
but
Pops
a
are still
Funko
here though.
Pop.
They're not going away.
No, they're not.
No, I'm not saying they are. But
And like JJ
they
says,
said that about everything.
They've made props to Pops because they've invented them. They've made money.
Yep.
Yeah.
When
What
they
have we
obviously,
made? What have we
they're
invented?
obviously doing so. I can't get into that right now. People say the same thing about Playmobil, right? Like people will collect Black Series or whatever,
Yeah.
but they will say, "Oh, you collect Playmobil? You're such a fucking dumbass piece of shit." And it's like, "Oh, well, okay." But like some of my like Playmobil does make reproduction of like historical figures and shit,
what does
right?
that
Like
one run that's in your hand there?
this bucks for five. You obviously don't watch my videos, Brent. But it's a
I do. I
Suave.
just turn the sound down and
No.
play with myself.
Oh, well, you should play it at work with the sound on.
Oh, okay.
There's
I did that
5
today
of
and
them.
I got in trouble. I had to go to
then,
HR.
Oh, that's right. Sorry about that. You need to get
Cool.
earphones, man. I'm just saying, you can make this argument about
Funko is
about
it's
anything.
okay if
I'm
you
just
want to
saying,
give up on
just like that
superior
article,
figures.
all those arguments.
But I don't think people are going backwards into Funko,
Yeah.
are they?
Uh-huh.
I think they're going from Funko to better things.
Yeah, I'm just saying, are you going to make?
It's just another part of something you have in the
Maybe
room,
I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing is fine. Maybe it's not a journey. My friend Sharon, she's
400 pops. Yeah, that's
older
crazy.
than all of us. I'm pretty sure. I don't mean to be. All of those things that you said. There's obviously the exception to the rule, I guess, is what you would argue then. But
Well,
I don't know.
I think the council agrees that we don't particularly like pops. It's not, but we can't argue the fact that they're popular, they have a draw, and they are highly collectible to someone.
Totally.
I don't even. Can I say this to be completely weird and neutral? But I don't even dislike them. I just haven't found the right one. When I thought, but the way you have to take what people say literally. If you're gonna write it down like the Declaration of Independence, you got to get the words right?
Sure.
Yeah. Because connotation.
Give me what you want.
So
give me your words.
My point is it's hard to put it in, but to just caveat what you said is, when I thought that was a Baron Ironblood, I was all in for Funko. I was about to search it, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm in." Right now, he told me it's not. Okay, so I don't dislike Funko all of a sudden. I just realized I haven't walked into the store and seen the right one. Right when they make a John Wayne Funko, when they make a Billy Jack Funko, when they make a Geronimo Funko,
There is a John Wayne.
What the fuck? Okay, see, I'm in. When they make when I see the John Wayne Funko, I'm fucking in for Funkos. Right? When I see a Billy Jack Funko, I'm in it for fucking Funkos. When I see Darth Vader, I'm not in it for Funkos.
All right, so
I just,
TJ,
and I like Darth Vader.
The Diana Beanie Baby is the only one that is worth anything. But you've got to have the earlier stuffing, which is heavier.
It was purple, wasn't it?
Oh, really?
It's the only one that's worth anything.
Yeah, it's only one.
Was that one purple, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've got to have the earlier stuffing because they did lighter stuffing later on. So the heavier stuffing.
I misspoke on behalf of the council. I'll speak on my own behalf. I'm not a Pops lover.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I can appreciate why people collect them.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah,
look what
they have a niche.
Look what Left 4 Dead Fett did.
Yeah.
If it was a yay or nay, then yes, Brett has my proxy.
Okay.
I don't have a whole bunch of them, but I'm not gonna beat down your fucking door with a pitchfork.
I think with the advent of the internet and things too, getting the license deals done is probably a lot different than it was back when Beanie Babies were coming around. you know, back then it was phone calls and visits and plane trips and flights and all this. And nowadays it's just jump on Zoom and work it out. You know, send them your StreamYard link and have a conference and work it out.
Yeah, we're changing the world right now.
Did you tell him to get rid of his 500 pops?
This is McFarlane, and McFarlane's doing crazy stuff, you know.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
McFarlane are cheaper. That's why people are buying
too, though.
McFarlane because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
NECA's not necessarily cheaper, but the obscurity of shit. Like I said,
I like NECA.
I tracked down the Tom Gloughlin, the guy who played Billy Jack. I found out his son owns the rights, and I'm trying to get a hold of his son because I want his son and whoever to make some licensed Billy Jack figures, you know. Maybe I'll be the only one that'll buy it. I don't know.
I like that. I like that. I'll have to remember that one. A house is always for sale at the right price.
Yeah, everything's for sale, baby, right now.
Well, yeah, and you know what are you willing to pay for it to make it your?
I said bobblehead. I thought I'd see
dream home, you know.
Yeah. I was saying, you know, in 1957, everybody used to make fun of the kid who collected stamps or pennies or whatever. So it's like, why is the product different? It's really just somebody. And because you collect shit, you can pass judgment on somebody else. Well, I collect.
Sure.
Know, what about Jay Leno, who has $10 billion worth of antique cars? You know.
And a face to prove it.
Right, but I'm saying he loves that shit just as much as me and you and Mark and whoever else loves it. Right, because that's what you're into.
And that goes back to Mark's point about people getting into collecting. It might be pops, but they're getting into that world.
I don't know if did anybody see Jonathan Ross's collection?
No.
On YouTube. Wow.
No.
Wow. I'll send you a link to that. It's Leicester Toy Shop. They went down to see Jonathan Ross and his amazing collection. That's my new holy grail is Jonathan Ross's collection.
Wow.
Rick collects the skulls of his enemies. I love it.
Spin Master. I mean, Spin Master's a cheaper version of the figures, isn't it?
Don't we all?
So Ronaldo collects Spin Masters, but that's a cheaper option. But a Spin Master better than Funko Pops? I would say so.
Yeah.
So the article was shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to talk to somebody who honestly does dislike them, and then I would hold their feet to the fire, right? Because you can't just say I think they're stupid. I'd say, okay, so why are right? It's just like a real. That's why they don't have debate in college anymore. At least in this country, I don't know what they do in your country, Mark, but like collegiate debate does not exist because they do not. And rhetoric, right? And rhetoric used to be a class. There's a reason they don't teach that. Okay. There's a reason, and that's because they need people to send you memes on Facebook to show their opinion. They need people to show their personal opinion by a mass-produced bumper sticker, and that's what that fucking article was. That's what that article was. You know, let's talk like a real fucking human beings about shit. You know, because we ain't gonna never solve the world fucking saying I don't like it because it's.
Hey, Peter's watched
what
it.
The fuck?
Are you getting through it? All right.
Gentonica, hold on. Look at what Gentonica just said. There you go. Really sums it up.
What's it say?
It's the togetherness in anything you're collecting. In the words of Bob Ross, everyone needs a friend.
Everyone. Right.
You got a friend.
You've got a friend in me. You fucking assholes. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Jen and Tonka, she knows. I think she's an old.
She also broke somebody's heart that had a collection of 500 pops. But you know, honey, sorry.
Yeah,
you left. She still got it.
You want to go out with somebody with a good collection.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Damn, was it like 500 Funkos or me, and they picked the Funkos? Is that what happened?
I think that's what happened. I'm going to pretend that's what happened.
That's a terrible advertisement.
What is in Aldi at the moment? Please tell me, because I live around the corner. I was going to go in today. Go on, please tell me what's in Aldi today.
All right, here's a question for us, guys. For the love of Zuckus down there.
Yeah, okay, so
you have to read it to me. I'm not going to read it.
What kind of Avengers Marvel stuff?
There you go.
Question. Action figure line you don't have, but would love to have full run of. Black Hole. Hasbro WWF.
Black Hole.
I've still got that annual for you.
I can't stand that movie.
Oh,
the droid in
the whole line.
The
Go ahead,
droid.
Indiana Jones. It's got to be Indiana Jones for me.
The vintage Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I've got three
What
of them.
about you, Brett?
I mean, it's just going to be the vintage Star Wars stuff. I'm not done.
No, he said one you don't have.
Yeah, I don't have them.
No, a line you don't have.
I don't have them. They're the last 17.
No,
I don't have them.
No, that's not a line. Brett can't wrap his head.
No, let me say what I want to say.
Okay, that's fine. No, answer the question. See? No, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm holding your feet to the fire.
Masters of the Universe stuff when I was a kid was hot. G.I. Joe. I'd probably like to go back and get a lot of the G.I. Joe 12-inch stuff. My brothers handed down to me that were just ruined. And some of that stuff was great. $6 Million Man with the Bigfoot and all that. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Love it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, action forces. Oh, that's nice.
So Steve.
That's
Steve
the
Austin,
deep sea diver guy or whatever.
Steve Austin,
Newton.
$6 Million Man.
It's a Red Shadows Newton.
But I bet that shit's probably crazy priced these days.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's the space. I know.
£25.
Space guy, but I know what you mean. That's it.
And look at it.
That's pretty.
Unpunched.
Wow.
It's a mint card.
Wow. That's a great. You need to start an export business, Mark.
I've been told.
Well, get on the stick. Can I answer the question now? Is it my turn? Or no? Oh no, I don't want to be on full screen.
You have the floor.
The question being a line I don't have and a complete. That's very hard because I'm not a completist. Thank you. That makes me feel better. And it'll make me talk less. It'll make me talk less too if you fucking take me off that big screen. I feel like I'm waiting for a bullet. No, that's hard because there's a lot of shit I don't have that I do want. But if I had to answer this question like with a gun to my face right now, complete line, I would probably say Sideshow Legends of the West, complete line. Bang. Like, that's what I would take.
Brett. I've got them there.
Obviously, none of these other two guys was listening. But for those of you in the chat who really care,
I need the
Sideshow Legends of the West.
Oscar.
Crazy Horse, Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp, General Custer.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
Also, Sideshow of the Brotherhood of Arms. That's. Hello there.
Aha, got him. What's up, Jose? How about this?
Nice. Micro Machines, yeah.
So this is the lead singer from the band Slayer.
Three Sharks. Oh, yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, I need that.
He's furry.
Bushman. But yeah.
Yeah. So the council has decided what?
Yeah.
We have to have a decision.
We are into Funkos. We just haven't found the one we really want to buy yet, is how I would like to say it. We have nothing against them. We have nothing against Funkos. And may possibly buy one if we see the right one.
Rick has a buddy that flips them and makes a nice profit. And I just saw some on clearance the other day for $2.50 that were usually $8. So you could turn around and make a profit even at retail. I don't know that you could do that all the time, but you'd have to really get out there and
you got to know your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know your shit.
But 9 times out of 10, when I'm in these antique shops and I'm looking for stuff, I'm so zoned in on what I'm looking for that I probably walk by these things and they're probably worth more than that. He has 3,000 Funko Pops. Let's see.
3,000. I knew. Can we get him in the Guinness Book? It can't have been far off that record.
Let me look it up.
You said 7,995.
7,095, and that was
that's how many's come out into it.
That was verified. That was verified in 2021.
I thought you said 7,795.
So Chris is slacking there.
I think he can catch him. There's time. There's always time.
Yeah.
So
He's
how
just-
many
he's just bought another
subscribers do we
100,
all
so-
have put together? Because if all of our subscribers bought one Funko Pop, we could
I
and
got
send it to Chris. We might be able to put them over.
500.
I mean, all of mine are yours, so I don't count. But so, Mark, if you tell everyone you know,
I've got 9.
subscriber to
I've got 9 for
1,000. No, how many
No, just 9.
subscribers? No.
subscribers.
Yeah, that's what I was
I-
saying. If you're listening to
haven't
me,
got
Mark
many
doesn't
subscribers.
listen. Y'all do realize that, right? Mark
I-
does not listen.
I'm
very well.
multitasking. I can't listen to you as well.
No, right, but it's not multitasking if you're not.
We keep breaking up. So you need to pay for better
It's not
internet.
multitasking.
He does.
Get a better internet.
Gotta get
I know.
off
What
that.
the
Put
fuck?
50p in the meter.
That AOL disc. You gotta.
Yeah.
So I went to a antique shop and I found.
You're on
this
dial-up.
thing. But look what they did. So when you take the top off,
What's in the front? What's in the front? Always check the front.
I don't think they did.
It's,
Always check the
The
front.
only thing
Who
it's missing
knows?
is the it had the safety or the vests and the masks or the backpacks and the masks. Sorry,
Yeah, that's what I got in mind. Got
it
those.
didn't have those, but everything else is here. But this is what I did when
My front
nobody,
bit, yeah.
when nobody was looking. I took a peek because it was still snapped shut.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Always something
Yeah.
in there. There's
There's three or-
always.
there's
Yeah.
three or four guys
That's
in
why I
there.
try and
Yeah,
buy it.
baby.
If ever see those, I buy them. There's always something in that front bit.
So I hurried up and
Yeah.
made an offer.
Totally.
beautiful, man.
He needs 2K
You
watch.
know how
Wow.
Hey, when my internet went out, I bet you my old lady. I mean, I bet you've caught one more watcher because that's what happens. My old lady spies on me. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm probably not kidding. She's probably in there.
She needs to.
There's somebody. Oh, that's right. That's right. Because I'm gonna run away with one of you, motherfuckers. Holy shit.
Thing is with Stan Lee signed everything, so I don't think Stan Lee's autographs are worth that much, are
I
they?
don't think it's his autograph. I
No,
think
but he only
they only
signed
made
that
10.
one
Yeah,
Funko, though.
yeah, and they
That's
only
what
made
I
10, and he
think they're
signed
getting at.
one, something like that. So,
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Not
I
you,
have
Chris.
Stanley's
Not
name.
you.
Chris, I don't think they were talking about you.
So yes. So may I just say, on behalf of the Toy Council, we don't own a lot of Funko Pops, but we might one day if we walk into the store and we see the complete set of the coolest thing that we love, we're gonna buy it, right?
Yes.
BOE.
So
We
with that,
buy
guys,
shit. Hey, BOE, how you doing, brother? We're here.
Of course,
Hi.
the government is
Hi,
watching.
hi.
Like,
Legend.
definitely.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you've got
they're
another
watching you
subscriber.
too.
Marcus, you
Yours is
sweetheart,
watching. Mine's watching.
BOE.
Hey, right on. Hey, for the love of Zuckus, yeah, we're Instagram friends.
I know.
or
I know
whatever-
he
don't
died.
call it,
I'm
but we know
aware
each
that
other.
he died, Rick. I'm
On
aware of
Instagram.
that. But he signed so much stuff.
No,
It's like Kenny Baker.
he's not.
Kenny Baker died,
Huh.
but his autograph doesn't go for a lot of money
They had
because
the Clockwork
he
Orange.
signed everything. It's like when Anthony Daniels dies, he signs everything.
The Clockwork Orange Funko glow in the darks,
Yeah.
13,300, and then the Stan Lee one set the record. It was like what I say, 16,000 or 18,000.
All right. Well, we better sign off here pretty soon.
I gotta go
Mark?
jump in the
So
Razor
I'm
Crest
doing
before
this
it blows
and
up
Battlestar
again.
and Batman 66. Go.
The council has decided
Yes,
Funko
This is
Pops
the
are
way.
good for you,
that's right.
not for me.
See, I bet he even signed your cigarette, didn't he?
You can Funko
Yeah,
Pop
Mark's
warm,
not
or you can
listening, so-
Funko Pop cold.
Hey, just make sure you pop some Funko. We don't care. You do it. Just be happy.
It was
doing
just
If
an
anybody
example.
wants to stop by and Funko my pop, I'm cool with it. It's just an example. So what's the topic for the next time? I'm not going to say next week because I can't commit at this moment. But what's any
it'll be
ideas for next?
hopefully we'll be doing these every
meetings?
Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be doing these every Tuesday.
Yeah, if I wear this
Hopefully
It's
we
mask,
will.
I have other
up to
people
the people in the
fight.
chat that want to come up with the topic, but we have a grading topic coming up. Now, it may be not next week, but if it's not, we'll find something else. And message me, let me know. We'll have a topic for next week.
Making the grade.
Who wants to
grading
start?
is coming up. So we're going to be talking about
let's start our own action figure making company, you guys. Like right here in America. Anybody want to do it? Let's do it. Anybody?
Well, if my 3D printer works, I'm going to be doing Star Wars Playmobil.
Oh. Count me in on that.
I thought so. I thought you'd say that.
I like it.
Reaction figures for the win.
I love Playmobil. I love Playmobil. Let's get together and talk Playmobil sometime.
I don't doubt it.
Brett, you collect vintage mostly, but you do also do the Black Series, right? And but you don't do the vintage collection that much?
Not a lot. I have a few. I got some up here.
A few. I know you did a lot of that. What is that? The early Legacy? Oh, okay.
A couple things.
I know you did. You have a lot of that. Yeah, it's not like a dyed-in-the-wool.
I had that Legacy
collection
collection with buy Falcon, but I'm selling that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So have you picked anything up lately?
That transport I got yesterday.
You got that yesterday?
Yeah, that was cool.
And then I've got the Darth Vader Black Series helmet, but I haven't opened it yet.
I haven't gotten anything really since Christmas, so I can't really.
Well, I obviously got me Mighty McFly hot toy.
I take that back. I bought this for myself.
Oh, that's cool. Visionary.
Is this? Yeah, I can't remember the name of the show now because I'm. But this is what's his name? Chief Tatanka.
Yeah.
They had that show like Stranger Things. I think it was. It's not complete because a complete.
There's a guy in Chile that makes these.
Oh, that's cool.
From Mandalorian.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Took the Starfighter. He 3D prints these 3.75-inch scale and 6-inch scale.
Nice.
And I think the smaller one is like $300 before shipping.
Oh, I got one.
I would like to get into some custom stuff like that, but not too deep.
Yeah, I think custom is cool. Everybody complains about Hasbro and all this kind of shit and but they still go and they buy it all, and then they all have live streams like we're doing. I just watched somebody the other day.
Yeah.
And everybody went around the circle and said how much they fucking hate everything, and then they all went around the circle and said, "But I'm going to buy it anyway." Ha ha ha. And then I thought, well, this is actually a waste of everyone's fucking time, isn't it? like that isn't that a waste of time? Everybody's. It was a waste of my time watching it. I turned it off. I was like, okay. Yeah. These motherfuckers want to complain and they don't even. Hey, look, approve or improve. That's where I come from. Approve or improve. So everything else is just fucking bitching, and I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. Right.
Well, I got.
And that's why
I got this today.
Huh? What's that? I can't see it.
It's the Batmobile, the Tumbler. It's the worst Batmobile they could have done, but for £1.99, I thought, I'm going to get a little tin and a screwdriver and a few bits. Yeah. I'm not going to build it, but I thought the entire Sheen don't build the first issue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Build it.
I like that fold out like that.
No, because I'm building the Knight Rider.
Yeah.
I'm sort of building the DeLorean as well. So.
But I thought you were a multitasker, Mark.
Yeah, but I can't afford them all.
Oh, I see.
Now, if they want to send me them, then yeah, I'll think about it. Right. So we've made a decision that Funko Pops are
all right.
Crap.
If you love them, you love them. They're like
collect what you want.
Love them or leave them.
We don't want to influence anybody. In our opinion, don't bother.
If you are in this chat and you said you had Funko Pops, you're on a list. And you will be visited later by Mark's secret police.
The council has spoken.
We'll see you. We'll see you next week.
So moved.
Good night.
Jacob, wait till me get the rope. Jacob, we are.